training video, we got some really cool little features that I find valuable that just got released. I went over it in our Black Label call yesterday, and I thought I'd share it with the rest of the community. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And basically, if you've ever wondered how we do this, how we're able to create our onboarding, is we have this kind of little known feature. Most people don't know how to do it. It's not something exclusive to us. For you white label users, you can do this yourself too. And it's really, really easy, and you can basically create a sequence of what you require. You can put links to forms, you can do all kinds of stuff. And to be able to do it, we basically have to go to pipelines, right? And this is one that's already created. I'm going to create a brand new one here in a second. We create these events, and that's what shows up over here. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just delete this pipeline just so we can start from scratch. Let me do a quick refresh so it's gone. And you can see there's no items here. All right. So, when we go to pipelines, we're going to create a new pipeline, right? And this is important. We want it to be a task, not an opportunity. We want it to be a task. We can choose the icon color, give it a name, and we're going to put demo onboarding. And we're going to make it public so every user in the system can see it. And now we have this. Okay. And when we go in here, the very first column, we're going to create an item. And we are going to say, fill out or go here, get a number, right? Get a phone number. And then maybe we'll create another one just for an example. And let's go ahead and put watch this video. And actually, I'm going to move that above it. Okay. And now when we go over here, you're going to see actually, there's one thing I forgot to do, the most important part. You have to go in here, and there's a special category that makes it show in the welcome screen. And that category is called a system event. All right. And to do a system event, we got to choose an icon. We're going to give the button title, let's say, go to forms, right? And then it requires a URL. If we don't want it to go anywhere, let's just hit that right there. We're going to grab that URL here in a bit. And then we can put a description. Let's just put the description goes here. All right. And I'm going to save it. Okay. Now, when I go over here, you can see it shows up. Kind of cool, right? And this isn't going to go anywhere because I didn't program it. But let's say we really wanted it to go to forms. So, how do I do that? So, what we do is we navigate to where we want to go to forms or wherever we want to go. And I know this browser is a little different. Whoops. And then we select, grab the URL and grab everything after your root domain, the forward slash on. Okay. Now, when I go to the pipeline, I'm going to go back to this one over here. And I'm going to paste that there. And it's going to know whatever URL we're logged into to go to that part of the section. That's really good if you're a white label. And so they see your domain, and maybe you're a black label, you have multiple domains. So you can put it in one, pass it down in a blueprint, and it'll always go to the right spot in the current system. Okay. So now I'm going to save it and watch. I'm going to go over here. And now when I click go to forms, it's going to take me to forms. So that's how we can create quick actions or create a nice little onboarding sequence. But there's a little bit more that I want to show you. And this is what's actually new. Okay. And I am going to grab a URL real quick. Let me find one. I want to get a video embed. And so you can get a YouTube embed. You can, there's some people that have their own video hosting. Check this out. So I didn't put a photo here. And of course, I can just grab something random and hit save. And now when it goes over here, we got a photo. So you can put screenshots, you can put whatever you want there, right? But the new feature is this: we can put videos. And this is really, really powerful. So we're going to change this to video real quick. and then we're going to paste our embed code, right? Not the URL, the embed code. If you only have a URL, then what I recommend is actually put the URL here. Because remember, even though we chose to make this go to forms, we can make it go anywhere. We can make it go to a different website. We can go anywhere, right? So now I'm going to save it and we're going to go back and there's our video. And in this case, it started playing automatically because in the embed code, it was set to autoplay, right? So let's go in. And if I didn't want that, and this is just unique to this host, let's see, there's an autoplay equal true somewhere. And I'm not going to keep looking for it, but it's in here, right? And I can turn that off. But imagine being able to create videos one by one, helping people use and adopt your system, right? I find that very powerful. And to be able to make this automatically go into an account, I can put this pipeline in a blueprint. All right. How do I do that? I'm going to go to my white label settings, and then we are going to go to blueprints. And maybe we're going to create a blueprint that just says onboarding sequence or pipeline, right? We're going to continue. And then that pipeline is going to show up as an option here. There's my demo onboarding. I hit save. And now I can pass this down in a blueprint to a sub account. And there's a couple ways to do that. I'm going a little off topic here, but you can have a package and add your blueprint right here. See, onboarding sequence. And so whenever we sell this package, it'll automatically load that onboarding sequence and put in their account. So when they log in, this is what they see. All right. Very, very cool. The other way is if somebody already has an account, like let's pretend this is it right here, and this doesn't have a sub account, you could add blueprints. There's a blueprint setting, but since this is just a contact and not a sub account, and you can just hit the plus and select the same exact blueprint. So really, really cool. I hope it helps you guys that are bringing on customers. It's one of my new favorite features. I've got a few more that I'm saving, and I'll go over those in future videos. Thanks, guys.